Alright, hello everyone, I am Tomato. I am doing a Let's Play on Panzer Corps. It's one of the first Let's Plays I've done in a few whiles. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Agrippa Maxentius, who has taught me how to use fraps in return for me teaching him how to fight a war. Seems like an adequate trade. So this will be my video where I try and sneak tactics into my whole throwing away of the entire German Empire. But we'll be playing the Fall Weiss campaign, where we invade Poland and then get screwed over by the rest of the world because politics. And I will be nothing but a small soldier slash general in charge of the entire war. So without further ado, let's go invade the world. Right after the settings.
Greetings, Herr General. As you are now well aware, High Command has ordered the initiation of hostilities against Poland. Operation Fall Weiss must proceed at full pace, as we suspect that the British and the French will eventually come to aid of the Poles. To that effect, you have been given the task of securing the heart of the Polish nation. Take the capital, Warsaw, and the nearby cities of Lodz and Krakow. Achieving your goals quickly may allow you the opportunity to participate in additional operations. Failure, however, is not an option. Good luck.
Thank you, Herr Commandant. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to outline my strategy. I've taken liberty of looking at the map a few times through numerous testing sessions and microphone bugs, and have come up with a general strategy. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to try and initiate a pincer maneuver, starting at Katowice, and it will leak out on the right side from Krakow, go up this road, past Radom, up to Warsaw. While in the north, we will go to Kalisz, this Polish city, across this bridge right here, into Lodz, and then farther north to Warsaw, bypassing basically this middle part and this part over here. We'll be sending most of our infantry up here, up north, and to compensate for that, we'll be sending these infantry down here, in here to the southern Panzer, southwestern Panzer, to help with the offensive here. So without further ado, let's fire some shots. I don't know if you can hear the sounds or not. I've been having trouble with sounds, but I'm pretty sure you can hear me at this point. I hope you can hear me. Oh, I put them in a river. Oh well. Let's start the war. Rugged defense. Rugged defense is always kind of annoying, because it means that basically they dug in and held a lot harder than they should have. And that was surprising, because typically you don't hold out that well against Brigade, who are basically highly trained mountain snipers. They basically run through mountains with sniper rifles, and while they're breathing heavily, they take highly accurate shots. They're basically badasses. Just a whole bunch of badasses in a group trying to kill you. Don't get on the bad side. Anyway, so we're going to commence our artillery barrage of Katowice. It'll be kind of critical for getting through to this road. And then we'll have our Wehrmacht trying. Jesus Christ. That was a bit of a punch in the face. I didn't actually expect it to go that well. I expected it to take a little bit longer. So we'll seize the city almost immediately on the first turn, and begin moving our tanks forward. We'll move our artillery up here to get within striking distance of this town, and we'll go cover their airbase with some airplanes. We'll begin moving troops north, and we will try and hit this cavalry unit with some infantry. There's a difference between thick forest and regular forest. And we'll probably strafe these cavalry a bit. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. I don't know. I thought it might suppress them enough. Why not? I don't like cavalry. I think they're slightly overpowered in the game. but I might have just been good at shooting at them. But still, I've never expected cavalry to take out an entire tank battalion on its own. Oh, cool. He found some artillery. Let's shoot at it. And these gentlemen down here, yes, I do know they exist. We're going to leave the 14 Slovakians down here. Because, in all honesty, I don't want to drag them into this just yet. They won't be able to take out the 17th Polish mountain anyway. So we'll just leave the Polish sitting there. Is there a difference? Oh, I think they're just funny named. Anyway, that should be all the units. It is. Next turn, let's see what the Poles have. Bastards. They shot at me. Alright, so for some reason they've moved their artillery up. I saw that. So I'm going to try and move my tank up to try and get a shot at that artillery. I don't like artillery, it makes everything very hard to do. And we'll try and push our infantry hard. Push them over here. Push these guys there. Where did I send that Messerschmitt? And he'll come in here and engage the bombers. Or he won't engage the bombers for some reason. He has ammo, right? Strange. Very strange. So we'll attack this artillery unit to try and get out of the way. A main thing about artillery units is if you attack a unit next to them, they will fire on you and suppress your units when they attack. Very unhelpful. We'll just leave this tank sitting where it is. Next we'll try and take out these Polish mountaineers. I find them vaguely annoying. And then we'll take this city of something. Then we'll push hard upwards. The thing I like about these mountain troops is I think they can move just about as quickly through any terrain. They just kind of run through it. They're cool. They get an official stamp of coolness for just sprinting through the woods, giving absolutely no shits. We're gonna buy some units. I'm going to buy a Sturm Panzer. I always like to have at least one Sturm Panzer. They're highly helpful. Reconnaissance unit. They're also very helpful. And some more Gerbsbejagen with some trucks. Because you can never have enough trucks. You can only afford one more unit, and I think I'll get some pioneers too. Their flamethrowers are helpful in burning things, like defenses, and people inside defenses. And I'll reinforce these tanks, and throw some men against those men. And we'll keep shooting at the cavalry, because I don't like it. And then we'll move this Sturm Panzer up here next turn and just blow the crap out of anyone who gets in our way. And this tank will continue to sit there, not doing nothing. And it's raining today, and our forecast is dry. I hope it gets dry. Dryness is betterness. And from looking at those aircraft's departure routes, it looks like they're refueling at Lodz right now. So that airfield up there will be kind of critical to take. But it might be kind of hard because of these fortifications. Alright, let's drag this Sturm Panzer up here. I don't trust the city is empty, but I guess it is. So let's... I really don't think we pushed them that far. Did we? Alright, well, we'll barrage this horse, try and get them suppressed. You can tell by the color of the unit. If it's white, they're not suppressed. If it's yellow, they're slightly suppressed. And if it's red, they're basically huddling in a ditch screaming for their lives. They're also inside a river right now, which gives them a massive disadvantage. So we're just going to chase them across all eternity. We'll move this scout car up, along with some Grebsberjager for these gents, and some pioneers for these guys. Alright, that should do it for right now. Just need another artillery barrage to suppress these troops, I hope. Or inflict casualties. Casualties and suppression are pretty close. Oh, a tank. We'll send in our fighter bomber to shoot at it. Hopefully suppress it a bit, tell it to go away. It's a very bad tank. Move in there with our regular tank, shoot at it. Put holes in it. It was actually more effective than I thought it would be. And, begin our massive assault. Sprint. Alright. This should take out most of the troops in Krakow, and should open the way for us to move north in our large pits and maneuver from here this way, as soon as we can get that Recce car up there. And we should reclaim that airfield as soon as possible. And, I'm not really sure what to do with this Messerschmitt, so I'll just kind of sit him here in a midfield position, ready to protect anyone. And it looks like everything for this turn, except for these gents, who I'm going to reinforce. And in turn. Bombed my tanks. I'm going to shoot you now. Okay, so there's the Polish fighters, and the Polish bombers are down there somewhere. I'm going to shoot the bombers first, because I do not like their bombers. Alright, so this little red space is where the unit will, if the unit goes there, they will run out of fuel unless you capture an airfield. I'm going to go over here, shoot this bomber. Send in my fighter bombers to take out these tanks. And send up another tank to take this airfield, so that my Messerschmitt now has way more effective range. By effective range, I just mean it can now go out here and come back to this airbase and refuel. Such is the nature of the Blitz. Oh, I didn't mean to do that actually. If I misclicked. I meant to bring this tank in, one with the big anti-tank cannon. And we will proceed to move our armored car up, and move our troops up behind it. I'm not going to put them into their Vix just yet, except for this guy. We're just going to kind of move a convoy along here and up to Radom, where we'll probably send our pioneers in first. Because pioneers are good for attacking stuff. Because of their flamethrowers. They're not very good for defending, though, because... Well, have you ever tried to use a defensive flamethrower? It's not really helpful. People learn to avoid the fire. Anyway, so we'll just go over here and focus on cleaning up this side first. Once we've cleaned up the side, we'll start reinforcing these troops for our push on the woods. Probably regroup a bit. Seize this bridge, make sure it's clear. Kill the Polish troops, and basically just wipe out all the Polish troops over in this area so that they can't come back and reclaim this city. And then we'll run forward, capture Lodz, the airfield, and all that other wonderful stuff. So that the Polish will then have to be forced to refuel over at this airfield, and I can send a Messerschmitt over there and just hunt them down. Once we get rid of their airplanes, we'll be golden. I believe I bought all the units I can, right? Yes, I did. Alright, so we can only get new units now by sacrificing others. Which I don't like to do, because it sounds stupid. So we'll end the turn and see what the Polish do. They shot my Sturm Panzer. So now I'm going to go up, run up here, and you can see my effective range has increased. And you can see the irregularities in the pattern. It goes up, then it goes down, and then it goes up. That's where the airfield's locations are. You can see them mirrored there. I'm going to fly up here to the edge of my range just to shoot you. Out in the middle of the ocean and eat you. And I'll move my Sturm Panzer up here, and we'll start reinforcing all these gentlemen. You guys just get resupplied with something. And now we're going to begin our big push up this road. I will reinforce this tank, as the tank probably won't have much use to us, as we're going to be traveling up a road to this city. And so we're going to go over here to this side. See the units? Alright. These guys don't have any trucks. Sucks to be them. And we're going to have these pioneers come up here, along with these troops. We're going to come up here, drag the arty along, reinforce these gentlemen, and eventually I'll refit them as well. And take a few shots of these tanks with our machine guns. And yay, we scared them. I'm sure they're quaking in their boots right now. Alright. So as it stands, we've taken Krakow. And, okay. Looks like that's the end of this episode. At the end of the episode, we've taken objective number 1, and we're on our way north through the Panzer to the city of Rotterdam, which should be easily broken once our artillery and pioneers get into position, leaving the way open to rush to Warsaw, and the attack will commence the next episode, and we should end the battle then, I say confidently. Alright, until next time, thanks for watching. I'm Tomato. Have a nice day.